Today we're doing another turkey reaction, and this time eating Turkish street food for 24 hours in Istanbul. This is Asian food?
What? We get to see some Turkish food. I mean, Turkish food is it's up there with like some world-renowned cuisine. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see Best Ever Food Review Show, one of the best YouTube food channels, and see what he has to show us.
We may have dabbled in Turkish food once or twice. We were in neighboring countries, the neighboring country of Georgia, so they have a Turkish influence there. And we tried it in like Abu Dhabi and Dubai, but never had the authentic stuff.
You got like some thin flatbread with meat on top.
Yeah, delicious. Some Turkish shawarma they had in Georgia, delicious. Wow. But let's do it. Here we go.
I have a feeling he's gonna feed me.
In this video,
Right here.
I'll attempt to eat nothing but Turkish street food for 24 hours.
Boom! We are in Istanbul, Turkey, and we're gonna take you on a food tour like you have never seen before. Let's get to it.
Istanbul,
Oh, yeah.
the only major city that divides two continents, with
I'd like
Europe
to go
the
there.
west and Asia to the east.
be fun.
This metropolis of 15 million is a melting pot for all the absolute best street food in the country. So let's get started.
Oh yeah. Man, this is quite the intro.
It's very fast-paced. Never mind.
This is Simit.
Pretzel
It's the
thing.
most ubiquitous street food in the city. Eat it for a snack or grab one for breakfast. Simit is a chewy, ring-shaped bread covered with sesame seeds.
The sesame seeds give it a ton of flavor because they're so toasted.
Street bread is great, but I'm looking for something a little more substantial.
I want some street bread.
It is 9 in the morning. We are just starting the day, and we are starting with breakfast.
Oh,
We've come to a
transition.
very typical Turkish
Smooth.
breakfast spot. This is basically the Denny's of Turkey, although way better. Let's go inside and check it out.
Kakmak.
You think if we were filming a vlog in Turkey, we'd be able to just walk backwards down the street like that?
No way. No way. We can't even walk forwards when we talk.
We have to learn how to be the pro
So
vloggers.
this is the kitchen right behind me. There are some orders that are about to go out. If you sneak around here,
We do.
you
You
can
check
see
it out. Link in the
somebody's
description.
ordered some fried bread, some tea, even French fries for breakfast. It's amazing. I'm gonna go inside and figure out what's going on. We are starting with a local fried bread known as pishi. This one is gonna be stuffed with this, pastrami, and also a little bit of cheese. So he starts with the dough,
breakfast.
slices it out. He's put some oil on the counter already. He just gets a little rip of pastrami and then some cheese on top too. Close it up like an envelope. Oh, almost like an empanada. Give it a bit of a crimp, and that is gonna head off to the oil. Very nice.
Wow.
Welcome to breakfast. It's
Wow,
big, it's
that's
heavy.
so
I
much
mean,
food.
obviously, all this could feed probably enough for 3 to 4 people. Let's do a quick tour of the table. First of all, right here, we have the minimum. We have feta cheese, some cheese I don't know, and then another cheese that I don't know. I'm gonna have some bread, and then right here, we have a beautiful tomato paste. Olives for breakfast. Mixed salad. This is clotted cream with honey on top. We have pishi. This is a fried bread with cheese and pastrami inside. I'm just gonna rip it right open, and we're gonna see the cheese oozing, melting, and then he put
Oh,
a pretty
man, that
conservative
was good.
amount of pastrami on there. That is the money bite right there. I'm gonna go for it. Oh,
Pretty
the pastrami's a little
savory
bit dry,
breakfast.
Super oily. This to me is a very heavy breakfast.
Yeah,
I love
really
this. I don't know.
sweet.
I could eat half of these. How
Just
does a
the
country
tomato.
with people eating this stay productive? It's probably no different than Americans eating donuts. But if I ate this for breakfast, about 2 hours later, I'd be sleeping in my cubicle under the desk. Next, right here, we have the main course. This is the menemen.
If you're looking for a classic Turkish breakfast, go for the menemen. It starts with a combination of tomato paste and
Seems like from this little experience we've had with Turkish food that tomatoes are such a huge part of a lot of the foods.
Yes, very, very true. Lots of tomatoes.
And I'm not the biggest tomato fan, unfortunately, but somehow with Turkish food, I feel like it works. They seasoned it up well enough where it's not just straight sweet tomatoes the whole time.
green chilies, and soon some eggs. But the toppings here are endless. This morning, I'm going with the spicy sausage. Then they add some eggs and some
Whoa.
mozzarella cheese.
Just a
It's
giant
not a soup,
omelet?
It's not an omelet. It's menemen.
Take a look at this. You can see
Oh,
the
it's
big chunks of
menemen.
sausage. One thing you have to remember, whenever you're in a Muslim
Kind of
country
like
like this,
cheesy
that
beefy.
is not going to be pork sausage. Let's stop talking. Let's try it
And
out.
what were your thoughts on Chijibishi?
A bit too tomatoey. I don't know if it had like cheese or anything in there. I don't remember, but it was very tomatoey.
Well, it's probably a Turkish-inspired Georgian food he's talking about.
Oh, how do you even categorize that? It is like a very wet omelet. I mean, obviously super tomatoey. There's not really a spice to it. It's not spicy, but you can taste the fresh green chilies inside as well. I'm still trying to figure out if this is a spicy country or not. So far, my instincts tell me not really. So that is just the beginning of our day. We are eating Turkish food for
It's a bread and
24
meat
hours,
country.
which is
I
not
like
gonna be that
that.
hard because we're in Turkey. Let's keep moving.
Most of Turkey's borders are surrounded by water, and in those waters, you'll find these. One of the most unique street foods in Istanbul, mussels, but with a little bit of a twist.
22 years ago, the owner of this establishment started
Ooh, I
on
like
the
that
street
pig.
with this little platter, and he was so popular, or he got investments, or he went on Shark Tank, and then somehow he pitched them on making a whole restaurant with multiple flavors of mussels, and here we are. All right, let's go inside the kitchen.
Wow.
And actually ask permission. Let's see if they get wise to what I'm doing.
Just walks in
Reaction
there.
so far. Boom. And now I work here. So right here, I've ordered some of the spicy mussels. He puts it in the steamer. Once those are hot, they're gonna come right out. All right, just like that. And right now, you can see he opens up each one and he puts it on the plate for us, and you can just eat it right out of the shell like a spoon. They also have some more modern mussel dishes right here. Fried mussels on a stick. I'm gonna try that out too. So right here, we have 3 different courses, and I don't know, if you're a pirate in the 1700s, this is another course you might want to. So we have fried mussels and then 2
Do pirates eat lives?
Yeah, am I missing something?
I never remember learning that in school.
No.
others right here. I want to stick with the fried ones immediately because they're hot and crispy, and I don't want them to cool down and get soggy or anything like that. I feel like this is something you would
Never
see
had
at
a
the
mussel
Minnesota State
before.
Fair. It's on a stick,
Me neither.
it's fried, but with it comes a very unique and interesting
food
sauce.
or
A
on my
sauce
body?
full of breadcrumbs, garlic, vinegar,
Wow.
salt, and walnuts. Try it out. Oh, wow. That's a delicious sauce. Slightly sour, really thick, very lovely. And these mussels, my gosh, look how crispy this thing is. The way he cooked it is so interesting. He employed a frying technique I've never seen before in my life. The mussels have already been battered, floured. They're on this tray here, getting the oil ready. First, he puts it in the solution here of mineral water and baking soda. He says it's gonna make it even more crispy, but I've never seen anything like that. I wanna try one just alone.
It's gotta be good.
You can really feel the crunchiness, but you can taste the mussel too, and the mussels taste great. So this is a more modern take on mussels, but I'm a real traditionalist. So right here, we have the OG version. To be honest, when I first saw people selling mussels on the street, it freaked me out a little bit because I was looking for ice. I was looking for some way to preserve the mussels because sometimes it can still get hot here. Now that I see inside, I see how it's prepared, it makes a little bit more sense to me. I mean, the rice is in there, the mussel's cooked already, and the shell's like a little lunchbox, keeping it fresh.
Mussels, or midye dolma, must have a fresh squeeze of lemon before you throw them back.
I secretly want him to feed me. Oh, right here, right here. Here,
Oh my
a
gosh,
green
I couldn't
lemon
do
in the
that.
sunlight, it's
Ask somebody to
glistening,
feed you.
balances it out a little bit.
We
I'm
just
trying
don't have
to
what it
try this
takes.
mussel.
Too shy for vlogging.
Oh, so many thoughts and emotions. You can see if I remove the mussel, there is a load of rice in there. Oh, it's like a little taco. So you can see some of the seasonings on there too, the pepper, the cinnamon. When is the last time you had mussels with cinnamon? So this right here is a spicy version of this. The only difference is they put some chili paste on there as well. Give it some lemon, and let's try it out. Oh, it's a little bit spicy. It's got a little bit of kick. I respect it. That's got to be the spiciest thing I've had so far in Turkey. Oh, wait, I've been dying to ask this since I was a kid. Do you guys eat turkey?
Yeah, for New Year's, US especially.
For New Year's?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Turkey is turkey. So that is mussels in Turkey. It's a completely different approach to this seafood, what I've never seen before, but it's really fun to try out.
Turkeys are North American, right? Like they're from North America?
I think so. I mean, I'm seeing a few walking around.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch in the woods out by my house here. Yeah, so that's interesting. I guess it's just like Italians taking tomatoes. Just they found something and then it becomes part of their culture.
We've just entered a Turkish pickle shop here. They pickle everything you can imagine. Let's take a quick tour. These are 2 different types of chilies.
I don't know
Garlic
if that'd
and
be my
pickles.
spot.
Here we have carrots. They've got chilies. They've got small
garlic?
pickles. They just pickled a whole
Oh.
cabbage, basically.
I
They've got
hate pickles.
cauliflower, they've got jalapenos.
That might be my
and
least
okra,
favorite.
A little bit of everything. I'm gonna get kind of a grab bag of random pickles. Let's go for it.
Nah,
In
that's
Turkey,
not for
you'll
us. I
find
think we're
pickled
gonna be skipping the
veggies of
pickle
all
shop.
kinds. Then there's the
Dang.
pickled fruits, and even just some straight up pickled juice.
Pickled corn on the cob?
And pickled juice? Just like drinking vinegar, no?
I would have thought so.
Some pickling I see going on in this establishment is downright reckless. I saw pine cone somewhere. You can't pickle a pine cone. You can't even eat a pine cone, can you? I want to try this first. This is an unripe plum.
What?
Oh.
That'd be so
That's
sour.
interesting because it tastes like a little sour apple. This is a pickled unripe melon. They begged me to slice it, and I said no. So let's see how much I regret that. Probably slicing it would be a good idea. Very intense, different from a cucumber type pickle. I like it. I give this one a passing grade. Of course, if the pickles get to be too much, you can cleanse your palate with pickle juice. And I believe they've garnished it with a pickle. I heard they have a giant bottle on the back with a pickled body. Oh, that's not bad. The weirdest among us have finished all their pickles and thought, I'll drink some pickle juice.
That's
right
sus.
here, they have a cabbage
Very
bundle. It's like a
sus.
pickled vegetable roll. Ugh. Wow,
my
this would be so good
gosh.
if you sliced it up a little bit. They have like really finely minced cabbage and carrots and stuff in there. It tastes quite good. Here, finally, they pickled an entire eggplant.
Oh no.
That's the weirdest one so far. Overall, I love the way they prepare it. I think the move here would be cut everything small, have it with something else, have it with beer or wine or your meal, in between other heavy bites,
That
in
means it's
between
bad.
heavy meat or cheese,
Yep.
and it sounds pretty good. I don't think anyone's meant to just eat it this way.
You gotta be drunk to enjoy it.
Our final
Sorry,
location
anybody
is
who really
cooking up
likes pickled
kebabs on
stuff.
a massive scale.
Oh,
You may be
yeah.
familiar with the famous glittering
Whoa.
Turkish doner kebabs.
That's
But this is also a
huge.
kebab, and this is a kebab too, Firin kebab.
Welcome to Küvenç Göndela. This is a restaurant specializing in all things lamb meat. I've got the meat man right next to me right here. We're gonna do a quick meat
The
tour.
meat man.
Firin kebab is made from giant chunks of lamb meat, slow cooked in their own animal oils for hours.
Right there, we have
God.
a lamb shank. With one flick of the spoon, the meat just comes right off. So you can see how extremely soft and
Whoa.
tender that meat is. Do you want to try some too?
That's-
Oh, just me? All right. Oh my God, it's so oily, so rich, juicy, and decadent, incredibly soft, gentle lamb flavor. We are gonna order this, but we're gonna order a few different meat selections and then see how they prepare it. This looks like a lamb neck right here. We've got the shoulder. Oh, he has to stop after this. I could not possibly eat this in a week. This is so much meat. He just gives a thumbs up. He's like, yeah, take it. You came to the wrong place if you're not hungry.
Next, the plate is covered with a thin layer of dough before heading straight to the oven.
Oh. Oh, they
Oh,
cook it.
big.
Oh, then they got a good
Time
meat
has passed, and
spread
this
thing.
is complete.
Love
Next,
that.
this is what I call a long Turkish pizza. It takes a lot of skill to
Yeah,
not tear this,
that
to
is
not put a
fun.
hole into the dough itself. Next
good.
comes a big heaping mound of chopped lamb, tomato, green pepper, parsley, just a plethora of ingredients inside. He says to the baker, good luck. So he puts it to the very tippy tip
gosh,
of this
that's
giant
huge.
wooden oar. This could be used to propel a ship. Right now it's being used to cook pizza. Traditionally, it's just gonna be made with meat, but here you can see one that's just been made with delicious, gooey, bubbling cheese. All right, ours is about to come out in one moment. Boom, look at that thing. That is massive. Chef, thank you, amazing.
That's the longest one we've ever
So we
seen.
just received
Yeah,
our
that's
first course
insane.
right here, about 3 feet
What?
of food. I like to measure my food in feet. It looks like we have some fried chilies, some lemon, that meat sauce on top, and then some cilantro too, I believe. They have chopped it up to make it much easier to eat. I should have kept it in one piece, but I forgot to let them know. It is super thin, and that meat has really just kind of been embedded into the dough. It's surprisingly soft in the middle and kind of crunchy on the edges. You can see how it's
looks
cooked underneath.
delicious.
Edges are a little bit more brown. They said you can do cheese or meat, but not both. I mean, they would do both for me, but traditionally people would have one or the other. Let's go for it.
That's such an interesting thing.
Half doughy, half crackery, a hint of lamb flavor, tons of spices. I love how juicy it is. That's our warm-up, that's our appetizer. I'm ready for that main course.
So what are you choosing, meat or cheese?
Meat, I think.
You're a meat
Yeah.
boy. I would choose
What happens
both.
if I,
That
like-
would be delicious.
What happens if I just sneak some cheese and throw it on top after it's cooked?
You may be thrown into the ocean, but we don't know unless you try.
Oh no.
They even give you extra tomatoes on the side if you don't have
Dang.
tomatoes in your meal. Interesting.
Oh.
Course. Let's bring it down. The main course is here. My man Hussein, the owner of this whole operation, if you couldn't tell from all the pictures, caricatures of him around the restaurant, this is not complete because he has a giant knife and I don't think he's mad at me. So I think he's gonna stab this. All right, epic reveal. He is cutting away the
It's
bread.
like the
Now,
biryani
normally,
in
the
India.
guests would not have seen anything at this point. So this would be a complete surprise as to what's inside. For me, it's a second surprise. Oh, yes.
Oh,
I have a
man.
feeling he's gonna feed
Wow.
me. We've got some
That's a
bread.
lot of
He
meat.
put some meat in there.
Oh, you eat it with the
Oh,
bread
you eat
too?
the bread. Okay.
That's
Oh my
good.
God, it's succulent, it's soft, it's so delicious. Like the oil is caking my
Holy
lips right now.
nuts, that's gotta be
This is,
amazing.
Yes, how about that? Oh my god, it's like barbacoa. Are there spices on here?
Look at how wet his gloves
No
are.
spices on top?
It's
That's
insane.
They put some of the tail fat in there to help give it flavor, but really the meat has so much flavor already. It doesn't really need any help. It's just like barbacoa that I had in Mexico, and it is outstanding.
Getting fed by these guys. He has peaked. He's being fed by the owners of famous restaurants.
He doesn't even need to eat it himself. He just has to sit there and talk.
Masterpiece. One of the best lambs I've ever had in my
Soon
life.
they're gonna be
I
chewing
can
the
feed
food
myself
forever.
from here on out. If you'll allow me
Yeah,
to. I've got
they
some
might.
gloves right here of my own. You don't have to have gloves, but I also don't want my hands to smell like lamb because then I'm gonna have stray dogs following me. The dogs here are huge, and it's because they eat tourists. The neck is really one of my favorite parts. I just want to eat it as it is, like this.
How do you even tell what the
Soft,
parts
you can
are
see
at that
here,
point?
It's just so full of musculature and meat. It's been sitting here for a long time, and it is still insanely hot. Put some neck meat on a cracker. It's stupid good. It is incredibly rich, as you can imagine. I'm super impressed. This is one of the most interesting places I've ever been to, especially to eat lamb. Nobody does it like this place. Delicious lamb flavor, a little bit of salt, and a lot of care, love, and time given to each body part as they cook it. 10 out of 10, highly recommend.
Got a whole plate of bread over there.
Boom, guys, that is the end of the video. I want to say a huge thank you to Culinary Backstreets at
All right, my gosh. We need to go to Istanbul tomorrow and eat a big plate of meat.
Looks like some delicious food, and like he said, a lot of it very, very heavy, which, you know, I'll take it. Please, in my stomach.
I'll take bread and meat any day.
And bread and meat combined, cooked in an oven, melty down.
But no cheese. No cheese allowed. We
No
can get
cheese.
another
No.
one, another cheese one, and then stack them on
Oh.
top of each other.
I think we just reinvented Turkish food.
We're going to open a restaurant in Istanbul called Turkish Quesadillas, and that will be it.
And then in parentheses, Turkish food reinvented.
Oh, yes.
We're so cool.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Let us know some other good turkey videos we should check out down in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Bye.